What's up everybody, Sean here, and thank you for joining me today. My AirPods Pro is one of the best Apple accessories that I have ever owned. It practically follows me everywhere, and I even feel slightly naked on the odd day that I forget to take it out with me. Now that's quite a statement considering how huge a skeptic I was of wireless earphones, and AirPods in particular, just a few years ago. Since their release at the end of 2019 however, Apple has gone on to release their third generation AirPods, and their second generation AirPods Pro are rumored to be released later this year. So with that in mind, are the current AirPods Pro still worth getting in 2022? Let's discuss that. So it was really out of pure curiosity that I decided to pick up a pair of AirPods Pro a full year after their release, and boy am I glad I did. My earliest impressions of wireless earphones were that they are fragile, not the easiest to carry around in the pocket, and tend to suffer from poor audio quality and battery life. Quite a hard sell considering how much more they cost than your typical wired earphones. It also didn't help that the original AirPods were quite a bit more expensive and they looked like an accident waiting to happen. Fast forward a few years, I decided to give it a chance and see why it has become such a huge success. I ended up going with the AirPods Pro because of the additional features that it offered, like active noise cancellation, wireless charging right out of the box, and an in-ear design which I tend to prefer coming from my Sony Walkman phone days. Now, I am not an audiophile by any means. In fact, I may even be hard of hearing at times. So the mic and audio quality on these things is pretty good to me already. The real game changer for me was really its ability to just disappear into the small front pocket of my jeans and instantly connect to my devices once I place it into my ear. Not to mention the convenience of the charging case holding almost a full day's worth of charge that allows me to hardly ever have to think about plugging it in. The AirPods Pro are really one of those pieces of tech that just disappears when you don't need it, but is there the moment you do. But what about the third generation of AirPods that were recently released? Well, I don't own one, but practically every review out there claims that it has superior audio quality. For earphones, I suppose an improved audio quality is itself already an upgrade. However, it is important to remember that the third generation AirPods are not a direct successor to the AirPods Pro. As far as meaningful differences go, it is not an in-ear silicone tip design, and it does not have active noise cancellation, transparency mode, and conversation boost. It is also cheaper, has better battery life, a sweat and water resistant charging case, and it can detect your skin. So if you dislike in-ear silicone tips, or you just simply can't get a good fit with the AirPods Pro, the third generation AirPods are definitely worth checking out. If however you do prefer silicone tips or require active noise cancellation, then the third generation AirPods probably aren't for you. Which leads us to the next question. One of the certainties of life is that nobody apart from Apple actually knows when their product release dates are. This was so elegantly demonstrated back in 2021. But if you're still going off the latest rumors, the indication is that the next generation AirPods Pro are going to be released somewhere around the fourth quarter of 2022, or in other words, at the end of this year, which has just barely started. Rumored feature sets mainly point towards improved audio quality, better battery life, and a redesign, but even those are shaky at best. If you ask me, I don't think anyone outside of Apple really knows anything at this point. So, should you still buy the current AirPods Pro? This is a tricky question which I think is best answered by using the traditional laptop buying advice. If you need it now, just get it. If the third generation AirPods suit you more than the AirPods Pro, then there's no question about it. Just go and get that. They have better battery life, better audio quality, and in some cases a better fit too. You just have to forego active noise cancellation. If you really want in-ear silicone tips and active noise cancellation however, the current AirPods Pro are still a very good pair of earphones that I use almost every day. Would I prefer better audio quality? Sure. Does it sound bad? Not really to me. Do I need better battery life? Hardly. Just like laptops, if there is an immediate need for it, then just go for it. Waiting on a rumored refresh, 8 to 10 months away, only makes sense if you currently already have a pair of earphones that you are happy with. And that wraps things up for today's video. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button, and I will see you in the next one.